Alright. Hello everyone, you should be live. Well, I'm definitely live now. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's only gone and blown the bloody doors off. Right. Where the... Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream about space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, and now we're stressed out. Why is that song stuck in my head? Used to play pretend money. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Well, that window needs to be shut, doesn't it? Oh. Fuck, you know. There we go, now there's less noise. By the way, doggy. I found this dog here. I say I found it. It's here. It's a very cute little dog. Very bright orange colour, which I'm not really sure why it's bright orange. Eating a lot of carrots, I suppose. Anyway, I'm gonna do. Ooh, I didn't realise this was here. If I did, I would have claimed it. So, yeah, I'm going to do Archon Quest, which is going to be boring, I know, but if I get Archon Quest done quicker, then I can do fun stuff quicker. I think. I hope. I don't know what this is. I also don't know... Oh, is it the new patch already? Huh? Okay. Apparently so. Hey, Tajal. May the boring viewers find you. Well, you found me, so I guess you're a boring viewer.
Exploration and trial.
You've not phrased that in the best of ways to put yourself in, have you? I don't know what I'd want. I'll go verdict. Why not? That's not what I meant. Well, you've not helped yourself there. I'm not gonna lie. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly home. Used to dream about space, but now we're laughing at a face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Wish we could turn back time. Don't do angry face. Angry face is not needed. It's not welcome here. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, and now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, and now we're stressed out. Sorry, that song's stuck in my head. Hope you get the longest dialogue and the constant cutscene so you can't skip it. Oh, but that's just how it is anyway. Like, it's Fontaine Archon Quest. There's a lot of long cutscenes and unskippable shit. How you doing? Just sitting in the fire there. You good? Yeah. Okay. You're still alive somehow. Yummy, dude. You get bloomin' Rivesley stuff as well. In the prison arc or whatever it's called. Risley, whatever. Although that was Bunny's husband, as she would say. I think. But you guys like Grizzly as well, don't you? I think so. Why have I done this one first? Oh, right, because... Okay, it's over here. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play. And don't you know? It's a beautiful new day. Hey. Sorry, I got a bunch of songs stuck in my head, so you're gonna hear them. You're gonna. I can't not sing them. It's the blue sky. Please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong?
Let's ride.
800 meters away. That didn't look like 800 meters, but whatever. Whoops. Still haven't bought a new controller, by the way. I'm kind of like putting it off because I don't want to see the numbers go down. If that makes any sense. Gonna work for now since I have a lot of work to do. Work? No. Gonna lurk for now since I have a lot of work to do. Enjoy your lurking. Yeah, enjoy your lurking. On my gacha games and IRL. Oh, well, you should probably do the IRL stuff first, and then you can have fun with the gacha game stuff afterwards, no? Lurking accepted. Nice. And then... Where is it? Where's the commission? Oh, it's over here. Right. No, gacha first. I need to learn all my gacha knowledge to use it to do the IRL tasks. That's obviously how it works. No, right. It's... Yeah, right. That's clearly how it works. It's how it works for you, because you're American. Classic Americans. Classic Americans. We should get time by time. Do the good things.
Add Astra at a... Thank
Yes.
you for completing today's commission.
How about yes? How about them apples?
Add Astra...
Spend 150 original resin. I guess then I'll just do some ley lines. Do I need more? Or what the fuck just happened to Aladino? Okay. What, do I need more? Oh, bloody hell! Please, please. Thank you. I will repeat for the 50,000th time. Do I need more Mora, or do I need books? How do I check this? Ah. 6,238,608 Mora. Do I need more? Or do I need books? I feel as if it's books that I need. I have the books. In which case, if my game will let me. Yeah. There we go. We got there in the end. Oh, they didn't aggro this time. That's interesting. Why didn't they aggro? Usually those guys aggro every time I pass them. Oh, look, these ones did. That's kind of because I just stood in front of them, I guess. They should leave me alone.
Transfixed.
I just spent condensed resin, didn't I? Okay. Okay. I mean, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it works. Oof. Nope, not climb the tree. We got shit to do.
Wanted my full attention, did you? Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Oh my god. You know what? It's actually like confusing me because like Wuthering Waves to attack is like square, and Genshin like to attack is circle. So I keep pressing square randomly, which is just is a skill issue on my behalf, I guess. But still, it's fucking me up mentally right now. Those are change my river controls to the Genshin ones. That's probably a good idea. But why didn't you change your Genshin controls to the Ruler ones? That's the question. That's a real question here. You're discriminating against either one of them.
Need a surfboard?
I don't know why I threw that. Right. What the But that didn't do amazing numbers. That was a little bit better. Ow.
Wind, hear me. Witness my rise.
Who has too many controls?
Transfixed.
What am I doing? Right. And if anyone says it doesn't, then they're a liar? Okay. I see. Classic American. If anyone says anything opposite to you, they're lying. Classic Americans. Classic Americans. To shout knowledge. Whee! Oh, okay. I just thought it would be funny, but these guys took it personally. Alright. Oh, and so did he. What did he throw? I don't know what I'm doing here. Why am I bothering with these guys? Right, well thanks for running directly at me. That helps. That really doesn't help.
This is where you fall.
Almost pushed me off the edge.
Transfixed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please die. Please die.
Barbados, guide us.
Yay. Okay, one more. I don't know why this just popped into my head. Oh, hi Goldie, how you doing? I like you know baby numbers. Thanks for that. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but do you remember when I was confused how to pronounce your name, Tajal? Like the first time, I think the first time you popped into my chat, I was like, how the fuck do I pronounce that? I might have been mispronouncing it this whole time, you know. That might have been the case, but I don't really care. But that might still be the case. And I was like, how the fuck do you pronounce that? I don't know, I've just gone with Tajal. Oh, it's up. Right. Okay. That path is misleading, isn't it? It just leads you straight into a wall. That's nice. Do I have enough? Oh, yeah.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Right, nice. Let me just claim the claimables. Gimme. Right, but I go to Lever. Where's Lever? There it is. And Craft. I got Father C2 on a rerun after losing a 50-50 as well with 8. As well as, oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, that is, wow. At least you had Father C2 though, right? That's one way to pronounce it. At this point, I don't even know how to pronounce my name. You got problems, Tajal. You got problems. Don't know how to pronounce your name. It's an issue. It's an issue. Although I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of an issue. But it's still a slight issue. I don't remember where the Archon quest is, so I'm just gonna... Oh, it was down here somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah. It's because everyone was saying it in their own way. But you know how your own... But just because other people say your name differently doesn't mean you don't know how you want it to like be pronounced. Like how you intended it to be pronounced. Also, I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Lies. Right.
No recipe, no problem.
I don't know what she does, by the way, if you couldn't tell. What is that?
Bon appetit.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Goose on the loose.
Okay.
No recipe, no problem. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that does.
Leave the wounded to me.
What? Okay, you then. Oh. Oh, it's got charges on it now.
Frost is coming. Getting here. Now's our chance. Neutralizing threats.
Let me lead you a verse.
Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing?
Getting here.
I have 6 opponents to beat, and I'm really struggling with these two.
Frost is coming. Prepare. Frost is coming.
Great, even more tanky opponents. How fun.
Leave the wounded to me.
Okay, that's a heal.
A burst of flavor. Bon appetit.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Frost is coming. Going under.
What do you mean, yes, that's obvious? I need to state the obvious before I can find out what I'm doing, you know?
Getting here.
Who? What? What the fuck? Oh, you. Right.
Frost is coming.
Okay, it's charged when I do frost attacks next to it. Ow.
Now's our chance.
Let my magic begin.
Ring cutter.
That does what?
Fires melange. Ha, rah, sha. Yeah.
What does it do? What does it do, though? Hey, Needles. I was going to stream Marvel Contest of Champions today, but I got... Oh, that's a heal as well. That's weird. I was going to stream Marvel Contest of Champions today, but I couldn't be bothered to...
Getting here.
I don't know where I was going with that. I couldn't be bothered to.
Prepare. Frost is coming.
Because I'm a professional streamer like that.
How inconsiderate.
Do you just want to take like the tankiest opponents in the game and just put them against the weakest fucking characters?
Getting here.
For real? Like, what are we doing here?
No, my sword. A little of
I don't know what
this.
this... Apparently that did something. I don't really know how that made a difference to what it was before, but it's doing something.
Fierce on the loose.
What? So now she does damage. Like what? Okay. But it's whatever. I'm confused. She makes enemies weak to cryo and hydro. Yeah. I don't know. Why is Navia a try? Okay. Also, they aren't weak. You just suck. Maybe you suck. Have you thought about that?
Everybody stand back.
Oh, I thought the thing was gonna. Okay.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Stina with love.
See, that's damage. I like this. I like this being a thing.
Your life is mine. Teamwork is dreamwork.
See, I prefer that. That's much quicker. I do suck Luffy. Okay. Okay. Right. So, we're not a PG family-friendly stream anymore. Okay, I see. I see. I see how we're doing things. I don't know why my thing was all the way down. Yeah, okay. Cool.
The palais is
Ice
ready
Ghost
to
support
have.
for 5.7 character. Right, okay. Do I want to heal? No. No, I don't. We are kid friendly, you just made it not friendly? No. No, I'm pretty sure you made it not kid friendly. I'm pretty sure that was you that did that. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure it was you.
Presently occupied.
Just you know,
This does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that
like
never
99.9% sure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Be funny if she said no.
Who are you?
Don't you recognise us? No, who the fuck are you?
I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions. See? They've got
Who the fuck is this Sedine? I don't remember Sedine. I'm 10% sure. Like 0.01% sure, so I'm right then, basically. Streamer's right. Streamer's always right. What do you mean? Streamer's always right. How dare you question streamer?
Shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Streamer's always right because streamer has the ability to ban you from the channel.
You must be losing your knees. It's all coming back to me now.
Streamer is nerd. Bruh.
Is that even a thing?
Streamer can revoke moderation privileges. Moderator privilege. Moderation. Dude, I forgot how much I like Vimto. Vimto's actually so good. For those who don't know, it's just a fruit squash, but I think it's like, what is it? Is it blueberry? What actually is Vimto? Like, what flavours are actually in it? Oh, it's just mixed fruit juices. Okay. Sorry. On a complete tangent. Where am I going? Go to the Chief Justice's office.
Please come in.
Let me in then. There we go. Tajal gets her favourite character screen time. Streamer gets folded by Hilichel. That never happens. That's never happened. Folded like a folding chair. Wow. I see how it is. We hate me
It's
now.
all right. Please let me
No, it's
know
fine.
if I may be
It's
of
fine.
assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us? We're looking for a man called Bashem. He may have been an eyewitness in the
Let me
serial
put the light on.
disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Novelette would be so easy to talk to?
Look at that majestic creature. Not a Navia movie. I don't know. I'd say Navia's pretty majestic. I think Navia can be a little bit can be a little bit majestic.
By the name of
Not when she
Vashem has been
starts
involved in
shooting
many
things,
cases,
but
criminal or civil, in the past several years.
with shotguns.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler?
Every time I see her, I think of B-movie. I've not seen that in ages.
So,
I don't think it was a particularly good movie.
thank you so much, Monsieur.
I remember the Ant movie. What was it? The fucking... Was that part of the B movie? I can't remember. What's the one with the ants? And the like the big army ant dudes. And they kick him out of the hive or something. What was it? What was it?
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father counts.
A Bug's Life, that's it.
Exceptional man.
That's it, A Bug's Life. The fact that you knew that as well. Damn. You're goated for that. A Bug's Life. That was a good movie. I like that.
What are you trying to say, Monsieur Novelette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy?
How did you know that I was talking about A Bug's Life? All I said was, what was that movie with the ants and the bigger ant kicks out the little ants out of the hive? And you're like, oh, that must be A Bug's Life. Clearly.
You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Tishao just knows. Yeah.
After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead.
Because he likes fish.
The value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die? Despised and hated by all. Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment.
This is really good voice acting, actually, to be fair.
Could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him.
Did we ever get to the bottom of who changed Pinkor to Pinkor-chan? Did we ever get to the bottom of that? Do we know who actually did that?
Then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning.
What, they made a second movie of A Bug's Life? Really? Or are you gaslighting me right now? Am I being gaslit right now?
Sorry, it's not me.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word.
I'm being gaslit right now. And I did that because I was bored.
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
Wait, am I being gaslit?
In
Wait.
any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My
Wait!
apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice.
Directed by Brian Fee, Bob Peterson and Mike Rich, it's the second installment of A Bug's Life film series and the standalone sequel to A Bug's Life 1998. It was executive produced by John Lasseter. It's said to be released on November 14th, 2025. Huh?
Navia, are you okay?
So there's... What? Why? Why? Like, why? Is it a live action?
It's raining.
You're right.
No, that's just a fan trailer.
Went into the building, and there shouldn't be any active trials
Okay.
today.
Well, that's interesting.
Strange.
Did you know my question about Twitter? So, what? Sorry, you had a question about Twitter?
My father was convicted of
It didn't
murder.
show up in my chat,
It's
so...
also raining.
I don't know.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Because you're
All right,
stupid! No,
let's go
sorry.
with some. If this news even
Sorry.
worked, we'll get to the bottom of
You're
my father's
fucking
case for
dumb.
sure.
Is my message being shadow banned?
For sure they
It would appear so.
Do you wanna
Maybe
go
try
with me?
saying X instead of
Or
Twitter.
head over by yourself later.
Unless it's just something you really shouldn't be saying, in which case then, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be shadow banned. I don't even know my own chat settings. Like, I don't think I have anything that's... Yeah, no, okay. Did I see the teaser trailer? Oh, no, see, right, this is where I went ahead. Teaser on X. No? Yes? No? I feel like if I have seen it, it was probably posted on my Discord. Like, someone put it on Discord. I think so. I don't know why YouTube wouldn't let you say that, by the way. That's weird.
Whoa.
That's very weird.
What a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a Billy.
Perhaps our tastes and
The winds blew up her body down below, my only voice blow.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep myself entertained here. It's difficult when you're doing the Archon quest. It's a tough life. It's a tough life. Also, I'm going slightly insane because I've been through 3 or 4 of my exams. So and I had my 3rd one today, this morning. So my sanity is dropping. You know, in like Phasmophobia, when your sanity drops. And you start like hallucinating, and but it's not hallucinating, is it? It's just like you're more likely to be caught by the ghost or something like that. I'm just losing sanity. So that's nice. That's nice. You see what I mean? Can I get back up there now? I don't know. There we go. Oh. Yeah, no, we got it. What is it with me and Bridges, man? Honestly. Bridges, me, and Genshin just don't... The 3 just don't work. They just don't work. There we go. My message has been shadow banned again. Goldie's not having a fun time of it.
Apologies for the wait, Demoiselle, our most important partners. You said before
Sorry, it is quite funny though.
what brings you back to Boisson so quickly?
She's just like, fuck Goldie.
About that, it's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with
Look
water
up
from the primordial sea? You still remember
Carthea
on that night
Burst on
Yes, the case was quite
YouTube.
similar to that of
What?
Mr.
See, why is that
Both were what you'd
being
call
shadow banned?
possible murders.
YouTube just doesn't want you to speak in full sentences, apparently. Apparently, that's just... I mean, that's not me, that's YouTube that's saying that.
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait,
So, alcohol. Moving on.
you also mentioned that the primordial water could be used to produce...
I'm assuming it's something with the word burst. No, because you just said the word burst
Considering what we know now,
in a sentence, and it didn't get shadow banned.
using water from the primordial sea. If you drink
So,
for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer
it's just
many
YouTube being a fucker,
such as losing the ability to focus
basically.
or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Sounds a lot like
See
alcohol.
other self-assessment.
YouTube just hates
My
you.
father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse.
It's so funny.
He was a fan of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath. But no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused.
By the way, it's been really nice and like hot over here in the UK.
The boss became determined to find the mastermind behind
It's been like
the operation.
really nice weather. What was it today? Like 23 degrees.
Yes, but the enemy was
With like
cunning,
a little bit of wind, so it was sort of
so he could
more
never get
bearable.
anything out of
What
it.
was it? Was it 23 degrees?
All
It
of
must
whom
have
only
been.
sold the stuff and weren't privy
It's
to the rest
18
of the
now because it's in the
operation.
evening. But
Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and
I think it
cultivate
was
personal
the highest was 24. It was so nice. It's such a good day. I love summer so much. Spring and summer,
The man's name was Jacques.
man.
He felt greatly
Why does,
ashamed
like-
about his work after seeing many families suffer from
I don't know.
My father hosted a binge.
You should watch it live. Trust is insanely cool.
Planned to meet up and exchange
Is it
information
though?
with Jacques over some food.
Winter solos. Winter shit.
We were too young to
I'm not gonna lie.
We raced
Winter's
to
shit.
and found my
I
father
hate winter.
still holding a gun.
Winter's depressing, and you gotta stay inside all the time.
Dead on the
You can't play. You can't. Shit. You can't play sport and stuff.
Since just like
Hot
the
cocoa?
East Coast
You can drink that any time of year. What do you mean? You could drink hot cocoa in the summer. You'd be slightly unhinged for it, maybe, but you can still drink it. It doesn't change the taste of the drink.
was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Zhao said it was sick. If not me, trust me. If not, trust me, trust them.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now.
Do I trust Zhao
We
though?
all just
Is
saw
the
maybe
question.
some costumes that Jacques used to
But it's like the
disguise
best
himself
time to drink hot cocoa.
But
Why?
considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene.
Why
This
though?
person will also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Yes, you do, because Zhao knowledge. Right, Zhao knowledge. Right.
We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the
Because
right
when you're
path to
cold, you got
figuring
that
it all out.
cocoa.
I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was
But I don't like the cold.
remorseful for his
And you snuggle into your blanket. That is nice,
It's
to be fair.
unlikely that he turned on Boss
That
with
is
zero
nice, to
warning.
be fair.
I think this third person is probably the key to the full.
Yeah, like, I think the only thing I dislike about the summer is, like, if it's really hot at night, I can't sleep. Like, I just can't sleep properly.
Father's butler, I must still offer a
Even if you, like, take all the covers off, like,
insidious
do everything you can to, like, stay cool.
to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life
Um,
to bring them to justice.
It just doesn't work. That I don't like. The rest of it I can deal with. Zhao, should he trust you? The only thing bad about winter is the snow. That's the only thing I like about winter.
There's no need to
I hate the cold. I just can't. I don't like the cold. I was talking to one of my friends today after the exam we had, because I was just walking him home, and he was like,
If that's indeed what he
I was like,
then he should have told
"Did
me
you?
that
You must have been out to play football at some point, right? The weather is perfect, and he plays football." He was like, "Yeah, I played on Sunday, but I played in the evening because it's cooler." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot you don't like the heat." And he was like, "It's not the heat I don't like. It's just sweating. I just don't like sweating." I was like, "That's fair enough." I feel like that's most people's problem with the summer. It's like the heat is nice. It's nice to have some heat, but sweating is horrible. Being like all sweaty and
Did he
yeah.
think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
I think that's the main thing people don't like.
Ever.
Although if they just can't deal with the heat, then they can't deal with the heat.
And certainly not
It is what
now.
it is.
I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls.
So what if you get frostbite? That's a skill issue. What do you mean?
Nadia.
Why is that an argument?
This is indeed the best moment to act.
I said I don't like the cold. Why would I get frostbite?
Reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also
So what if you get
take this off.
just is right?
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearance
Right.
case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, being selected as the next target to disappear.
I don't know, man. I just much prefer summer to all the other seasons.
Boss also didn't tell you that he...
Autumn's quite nice though. I do like autumn as well, actually. Thinking about it,
Just told him that he had
because everything looks really
5
pretty.
years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety.
Fall? Isn't that you guys' way of saying
5 years
autumn?
was nowhere near enough
Right?
time to resolve this long-standing
I think so.
conflict.
Right?
But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you.
Why do you call it fall? I guess because the leaves fall.
He decided to use one
Maybe.
final intimidation tactic before his death.
Yeah, I guess that makes
He
sense.
claims to have already
Why do we call it
gotten his
autumn?
hands on some key
Probably some
incriminating
Latin
evidence
origin.
on the other
Anyway,
side, and even told some
yeah,
members
fall's
of the
nice.
Rosula about the details. But as long as you remain safe,
I feel like
share the evidence with the public.
fall's only nice though because it's after summer. Like summer, you're all active and you're out there and you're going out and doing stuff and seeing things and going places. And then like I feel like fall or like autumn is like the cool down period.
His tactic has worked.
It's quite
Been
nice,
gone for a long
and
time.
you have like
The other side has not
new
tried
colours, like different colours and stuff.
No. I don't believe
I quite like autumn.
Sick to me.
No
I feel like autumn is only as good as it is because it's after summer. Like if you had autumn after winter, it just wouldn't work. Because you're like you'd have like you'd be in the whole time in winter, and then autumn is like a cool down period, but you wouldn't really need that. Also, I feel like autumn is a nice transition from the heat of summer to the cold of winter,
So that he could protect
because it sort of balances out quite nicely.
You're not understanding this correctly.
I don't know.
What boss wanted to hand to you.
I still prefer summer, but I think autumn's quite nice.
If boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
that fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No.
If you like winter so much, just stand next to a freezer in the summer
He never thought I'd be able
and
to
drink your hot
understand.
cocoa.
Is that the amount of confidence he had?
That will keep you cold.
What if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
Wrap yourself in an ice blanket or something. I don't know. Well, no, that maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. That's dumb.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he
Not an ice blanket, like a cold pack blanket.
I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully,
Use a cold pack as your
he rarely
pillow.
talked to me about
I don't know.
complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced.
To be fair, though,
It's the enemy's headquarters.
winter in the UK is just shit because
Boss didn't share
I mean I'm pretty sure
the incriminating evidence.
in most places it's just grey clouds and
It against
like
the
dark skies and just dull colours.
Still have to
But like in the UK, it just feels worse.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You know what I mean? Like it just over here, it just feels
against a mysterious and dangerous
worse than I feel like it does anywhere. Like in Russia, winter was nice. I mean, it was fucking cold, but it was nice.
wait at their headquarters. We also
But
have
like
no idea what kind of evidence
here,
we may be able to find inside,
no,
nor what people we may
No.
be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
I hate the snow here. Piles of
The
snow.
worst case would be that we
How
would
thick,
be
like, does the snow get where you are?
but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine Authority?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Liddy's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
Oh, I'm starting to get tired already. How am I getting tired already? It's 8:45. Like,
Mademoiselle's will.
I'm blaming it on my exam.
He's been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me
It's a range, a bad range.
one conclusion I came to.
You seem angry a lot, Dajal. I don't know.
Spina di Rosula.
I don't know if this is something that people have told you, or whether this is the first time you're hearing it. But you seem angry quite a lot.
behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the
God, the universe will give you energy.
the reactions of the city.
I'm not watching it right now. I'm streaming. False. Okay.
All of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost
Has anyone seen Candy's cooking on TikTok?
plans and could us avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
6 inches of snow, I think, last time. Damn. Also, what? You've not seen Candy's cooking? That was so random. No, it's because I'm on TikTok right now, because I'm not paying attention to the game.
It's a guild in Poisson. The boss helped it to grow to its current size.
But have you, though?
In the beginning,
Like-
they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're
Oh, and then there's this posh prick that, like, tells you how to put peas on a fork properly.
They're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
William Hanson, or whatever his name is. Yeah.
When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
Yeah, Candy's cooking is a bit...
The final suspect is Thierry.
I don't know.
Responsible for
Don't eat it around mealtime. Don't eat it around mealtime? Don't watch it around mealtime. Is he the dude with the Shrek shirt? She, whatever that... Crazy. With the Shrek shirt. I never really paid attention to her clothing. I sort of more paid attention to her
I see.
food, if you could call it that.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been
Yes,
right next
I
to
think
me
so.
all along. Among those I
Yeah.
trust the most. It's almost too
Yeah,
hard
she
to
is, yeah.
If you want to investigate,
Donkey.
take every
Um,
precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Aw, thank you so much, Balloons. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together.
So have we been paying attention to what's happening in the story of Fontaine right now?
Once and for all.
I've been yapping for 50 minutes. I've just realised that as well. I've been yapping for 52 minutes. Going on 53. What the fuck? See, this is why I can stream, because I can just talk shit for 50 minutes.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Mind you, like, if I have to focus on something, I won't talk as much. But it's friggin' Archon Quest, I'm trying to entertain myself, so... I need to say something.
Do you need anything from us?
Gotta say something.
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
Also, does YouTube Premium, like, block ad blockers? Like, does it prevent ad blockers? Do they have a way of, like, stopping it?
I only came to visit after all
Like,
this
stopping you
time.
from using it?
After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face
I don't know.
you.
Because, like, the whole benefit of YouTube Premium, besides being able to save your music in playlists, which you could already do anyway, you can make playlists, but anyway, is to not have the adverts, right? I mean, that's the whole point of, it's the whole benefit of it.
Nothing compared to the loss of Jacques.
Like, you can buy movies anyway on YouTube. So, like, I feel like the only benefit is that you don't get the adverts. But then,
You don't understand.
technically, you could just use an ad blocker to remove adverts anyway? Or like, if you're not using the YouTube app, I'm assuming, if you're using it on, like, like a Google search engine or something, you can just use the ad blocker form for Google, and then that will just remove the ads, rather than paying for premium. No?
I appreciate the sentiment.
Is that not how it
I
works?
have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter
Like, what is the actual
has found our answer already.
point of using
Mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe
YouTube Premium?
that my father
I know my dad has premium. I had an anti-blocker, anti
I always knew that my
brain.
husband
I had an
was
ad blocker, but it was secretly a virus. But I still kept it for a bit.
times that if he could turn back
So you knew it was a virus, and you were like, let me keep that going for a bit.
he had many regrets and felt that he took the idea
Dude, I've been getting so many spam calls from fucking.
for the longest time.
I don't even know because I don't answer them. But like,
So when Mr. Callis came
it got to the point. I think that the last time I had like a bunch of spam calls, like the most spam calls in a day, was about 6, like 5 or 6 spam calls in a day.
still found out
And I'm like, how do these people have my number? Like, what the fuck?
About his betrayal?
My data's out there apparently.
Exactly. But Papa did tell me that I should.
I need my
never
ad-free
leave.
videos.
before
Fair.
he left that day. He told me that he had
I feel like that's one of the disadvantages of becoming monetized on YouTube is that like ads start popping up. Like not like when you have 1,000 subscribers, I think ads just I don't know how ads work from a creator perspective. I don't know if you choose what ads are on there or like. I think what you do is just you have to pick when the ads show up,
feel guilty. Callis had
and then the ads will just pop up.
care of us, both when
You know what I
he was
mean?
still alive and after he passed away. Even if
But like I feel like that's the downside is that
my husband
like people will just
be himself,
have to watch that. I don't know.
it is impossible.
Pretty sure the ads are just random. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe because like you can get ads whilst watching a stream, right? I'm pretty sure. I know you can on Twitch, but that's like a set time. Like on Twitch, it's like every
Things aren't always as they
well
seem.
whatever time you set it, like every 15 minutes you get a bunch of ads or whatever. But
Right?
and then you have to subscribe to the Twitch channel to not have ads. And then the way YouTube has done it is that like yeah, you can have ads at random intervals
Do a bad thing.
on the YouTube stream, and to not watch those ads or not have to watch those ads, you have to buy YouTube Premium. I think that's how they're doing it
He must have done so to give you a better life.
because everyone can choose if they're personalized or not. Right? Okay.
For everything you've told me. I will definitely
But I feel like
find
ads
the truth.
are relevant to the content,
Current state
aren't they?
is
Most of the
not
time,
something I'm
like
willing to just
every time I watch an anime video, I'm not beating the nerd allegations, am I? Anytime I watch an anime video on YouTube, there's always anime ads that come up for like Dragon Ball Z, fucking Dokkan Battle, the mobile game, or Dragon Ball Z Legends, or some fucking thing.
You really think so?
Or if I'm like watching a
First time anyone said
like
that.
a walkthrough or something, Raid Shadow Legends comes up, and I'm like, huh? I think YouTube changed it to where ads appear at perfect times too.
Are you okay, Nadia?
What do you mean by perfect times, though? Higher? Where?
Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. The garage should be nearby, and we should be able to find
Oh,
Sierra
over here,
and Uncle
right.
Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way. So please.
Like after a jump scare, they'll play an ad. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Assistance today.
Yeah, I did notice that as well. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like, because usually content creators edit their own videos, so they'll be able to tell when a jump scare is, so they'll leave.
Milk it for all it's worth.
They're like maybe
Talk for the next several weeks.
timestamp where the jump scare is, and then put an ad after it. Like they select that's where the ad has to be, and maybe you get like 2 or 3 ads per video. You know what I mean?
My partner here put the dots together for me.
That's why, because like the synchronicity and like the timing of it is just too coincidental.
Flavor and try to recall what happened that night?
But I don't know.
Let me think.
But yeah, I mean it's good for the content creator because they get
Pretty upbeat.
ad revenue, right?
Oh, he was
But at the same time,
away with us at the table.
like for if they're a streamer, for example, rather than just making videos, if they're a streamer,
No, without thinking much
people
of
who used to watch the streams without ads now have to deal with the ads unless they have YouTube Premium,
it. My first
and that kind of
reaction was
sucks, you know.
Alice's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there,
I don't think it makes a massive difference, but yeah.
Mr.
Or just AI, because that seems to happen for all the videos I watch. Fair.
All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guards said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene.
AI taking over the world.
Guards,
Bro, like, I was watching a Daz Games video yesterday, right? And he was like, with some of this AI stuff you see on, like, Instagram, like Instagram Reels and stuff like that, it's like, I get concerned with AI taking over the world and thinking the whole Skynet Terminator thing's gonna happen. And then you see what people are actually using AI for, and it's fucking, like, stupid videos on TikTok. Or, like,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
there's one on TikTok that's,
Mr. Callus ended up with the
is, like, makes Pokemon. It, like, either makes new Pokemon or, like, makes them look realistic.
what had happened.
Like, the AI art stuff. And I'm just like,
The truth with any of us.
yeah, we don't gotta worry.
Or a priest machine.
we don't have to worry about AI
Prove his honor in a duel.
taking over the world.
Dissolve faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve
The stuff people use it for is just like,
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth has been revealed.
we're so unserious.
I understand.
It's just human nature, I feel.
Mr. Callus's honor in your
Just
hands,
like, we
Father.
get something that's like
And if I
really,
may just say one more
like,
thing.
could be really powerful in the right uses, and then we just fucking use it to make memes, you know? You know what I mean? Like,
Like, for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many
crazy.
years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most.
I think that the main concern, right, is people relying on
I will definitely find the truth.
AI.
You and all our other comrades at the Spina
That's
deserve
the only way it would take over, is people fully, like, 100% rely on AI. Outside of that, no. If you use it, like, as an assistant, like, how can I put it? Like, you know them essay writers, right? You can not promoting it, obviously, but you can go online and have an essay written for you, right? You just put in the subject and the bullet points, and it will write your fucking essay for you. That is just fully relying on AI. Whereas if you use Copilot on your Word document to help, like, do, like, spelling corrections, or maybe phrase this phrase in a better way, like, that's not fully relying on it. That's just using it as a helper or like an assistant. I feel like if you're using it as an assistant, then it's not
Sure there isn't a little bit of truth in
gonna
that?
have, like, you're not giving it power over you, essentially.
Have been called back to the
But if you
scene
just
already.
fully rely on it, then,
Where I work
you know what I
is
mean?
really up to me.
Like,
Let's just say I
there's
enjoy the ambiance at Poisson.
I mean, this is a really specific thing, but, like, from my course, we have to look for scientific articles on specific subjects.
Many obstructions in my
And what you can do is just go into ChatGPT and be like, find me peer-reviewed scientific articles from these websites, and it will just instantly pull it up.
Anyway,
But at the same time,
are these two friends
like,
of yours?
if you search for those articles for like yourself, you might come across stuff that you would
On my
miss,
partners.
like like other articles that haven't been suggested.
Realize that Lenny's case and my
So,
father's
like,
may be related. We're trying to
You know.
reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
I get
yeah,
it.
knowing how to shape an
I
essay,
think there might be more
or,
to the
like,
case now that we know people
getting
like yourself
ideas.
and
I mean, that's what they told us in the first year of uni. They were like, we realised that
If you want to go
there's a rise in use of AI, so we're not going to tell you not to use AI, but what we would
That'd be much appreciated.
highly suggest
Thank you.
and recommend is that you just use AI to give you ideas.
Do you have
Like, I could use AI to give me stream ideas, but I don't. But, like,
Poisson on my own.
you can use AI to give you ideas, sure.
We
But just don't do that all the time, because then you lose your creativity.
father's case.
Again, is the issue.
just
Like,
recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in
you gotta be able to come up with ideas yourself
So,
first.
if you hypothetically want
AI
to
no,
do
it's just
something
bad in my
against
opinion.
me,
Depends on the art, I
all you
think.
have to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and
But, like, yeah, it does look a
send
bit
them after
weird. You can just generate an image and say you made it. Well, yeah. That is just.
Dispatching.
I mean, that's just wrong.
Very
But-
different from controlling them. If I
But again, I mean, like, painters can just flick paint on a canvas and be like, oh yeah, this has really in-depth meaning, you know? This has, like, important significance in this part of history, and you're like, you've just flicked, like, green and purple paint on a canvas, and then you're saying it's, like, a masterpiece. And these these things sell for, like, $6 million or something, like, you know what I mean? So then, compared to that, AI art isn't that bad.
Well, I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So,
What do you mean those flicks of paint?
must be super rich, powerful, or both.
There's talent, and then there's flicking paint on a canvas, you know what I mean? Like,
Business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
I don't know who's more talented, though, like, people who can draw or people that can paint. Because people that can paint can do some amazing shit.
Then you're officially
Like,
in the
they can make it look
community.
like it was AI generated. That's how realistic it is. But at the same time, people that can draw really well and shade really well, shade.
I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation.
I don't know. They're just
I'll
really
be staying in the
talented.
city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Like, make stuff look 3D from a 2D's perspective. Like, it's crazy. I don't know why stick drift is. Right, sorry. I've got to run over to him, okay. Paint is pretty, but I feel like drawing is more use and you can do more with it. I don't know, man. Like, can you do more with drawing than you can with paint? Like painting, rather. I don't know.
The hearth.
Great cutscene, lovely.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel.
Well, it depends, because you mean like color pencils
You
too,
can just
crayons
say
and stuff.
Navia's looking
You
for
killed
you.
Ali. Actually, the game killed Ali.
I will let him know right away.
The game killed Arlecchino, right? I was actually about to press square, not square. I was about to press X, the cross, and the game just instantly went into a cutscene. So Arlecchino's dead now. So
Oh, it's
Um,
all right, Uncle Marcel. There's
deal
no
with that
need to
yourself,
stress.
I guess.
I just wanted to
As
talk
you
to
will.
briefly about what happened in the opera house. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything.
Yeah, back onto the paint and color, not coloring, drawing thing.
The opera house.
I feel like
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show.
no, I feel like stuff with crayons and color pencils would count as drawing rather than it would count as coloring rather than drawing.
Quite impressive. To beat the high
I feel like they're two separate things.
on her own turf. I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your
But then I feel like shading and drawing are in the same group. I feel like coloring's in a separate group and painting's in a separate group.
It's just how Fontaine
But maybe I could be wrong.
Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've
Not to say that like if you're good at one you can't be good at the other. Like someone who draws really well can also be really good at mixing colours and doing paints and stuff.
Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly.
And equally, like someone who's good at painting can also be really good at blending colours with a pencil, you know, like a colouring pencil
What makes you say that?
or a crayon.
Were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not
I mean,
for
coloured
the
pencils are
partner,
pencils.
I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right
Yes.
Oh, you're giving us too
Yes.
much credit.
Where are we going with this?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The
peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured,
And pencils is drawing.
Archon will always remain safe.
Yeah, but like coloured
You
pencils.
can always return there. If
I don't
anyone
know.
dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
So would you count like crayons as drawing then?
But I don't
Or would you count that as colouring?
I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me.
Or are drawing and colouring the same thing?
The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet. So I was
Or maybe I'm
out
just
the whole
stupid.
time making sure things were running
That's
smoothly.
very possible.
I didn't even have the time
I don't
to
even
think
separate the
of
two.
Then I
Fair.
heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need
Because
to
paint
push
has
yourself.
colour as well.
We'll ask around some more.
Well, yeah, paint has colour, but paint is done with,
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need more.
well, actually, I was going to say that there's different types of paints, aren't there?
My wealth comes
There's like
from
water
Callus's
paint and
agents.
then
I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
spray paint and then just normal paint. I don't know what the normal paint's called. I think it's just called paint. So yeah, I feel like yeah, painting is still separate and has its own like skill set.
We talked to
So wouldn't markers and crayons be with drawing?
based on the
Like
conversation.
yeah,
None of them sounded
maybe.
very suspicious.
But aren't crayons usually just used for colouring in? Like,
I suppose that's
but then does that count as draw? I don't know.
The single conversation's
Unless you
all
mean
that's
drawing
needed to
lines.
find them out.
No, no.
Father would
Oh,
have needed to investigate the case for
am I
several
wrong?
years.
Am I wrong on this?
Anyway,
Am I
even though we
stupid?
didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
Oh no, because I guess you have pastel colours as well, right? You can use anything to draw. True. I remember when I was younger, I used to use you know when you find like a sharp rock or something, or like a sharp pebble on the ground, and you like draw on the ground with it,
That makes sense.
like it because it produces like a chalk sort of.
He already told
I
me
don't know.
that he had
Maybe that was
discovered
just me.
that he had no
Maybe that was
choice
just
but to
me.
go home that day. If I had to
Why are you
guess,
picking up
I
rocks?
probably received
Well, no,
enough
it would be like
to kill my father.
I don't know. I'd just be bored as a kid.
His family's lives would have
And I'd
been
see a
ruined.
rock and then try and draw with it, and if it worked, I got happy, and if it didn't, then I was like, oh well, I'll find another rock.
Oh? And why is that?
I feel like that's a really old thing to say as well. You know, all the old timers are like, before computers, we had rocks, and we used to colour with rocks.
And once he had completed his mission,
That makes me think of worm art? What the fuck is that?
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the
What's
order
what? Do I want to know what
and
worm art is
seek protection
first?
from my father. Makes sense. But without
Get worms and
evidence,
make art with
it's
them
still
because
just
they
a
move.
theory.
Right, okay.
Besides, Jock, the attack
Didn't know that was a thing.
has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become
I don't know why that reminds me. I used to pick up slugs and snails and stuff in the garden when I was a kid.
I think he knew even then that we followed
And now, like, if there's a spider in my room, I can't
Given everything
physically
that's
touch
happened
it.
since,
Like,
it's
I need, like, a cup or something. I couldn't put it on my hand. Even though I know it won't bite because I'm not in fucking Australia or something. And it's not, like, venomous. It's still, like...
Thierry, you say? But
Yeah. Harry, if the Mecca were taken from the
I don't know.
it's
Never
just
seen a snail in my life.
when and how.
That must be a lie. That surely that's a lie. Surely that's not true. I'm sure you've seen a snail. I am How have you not seen a snail? What do you mean? How do you not? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? You've not seen a snail in your life? That is a crazy statement. Are you sure you've not seen a singular snail in real life? I just never seen a snail. No snail. That's interesting. How often do you go outside to I'm pretty sure there'd be a snail. I don't know. I don't think snails are endemic to specific area. Maybe specific snails. But I saw the movie Turbo, so it counts. Right. Yeah. All snails are Turbo.
Who could it be?
Oh, right. Yes, they move like Lightning McQueen. I did think about watching Cars recently. It's not a movie I've seen in ages, so...
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
I remember quite liking Cars.
Missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment
Who
of
doesn't like Cars?
has been
I don't know.
and well
But
considered.
anyone that doesn't like Cars is a little bit...
The rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as
They
well.
need
The suspect is
emotional
knowledgeable
support,
about
I feel.
Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, you still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
That reminds me, like, I have a provisional driving license, but I, like, haven't done...
Yes.
Like, I've done a few driving lessons as well, but not enough to do a driving test. But I still haven't done my theory test. Like, I could, theoretically, excuse the pun, do my theory, like, driving testing.
Here you are.
Because, like, I have a car
Looking for you.
that was given to me by, like, a extended family member. But, like,
Yeah.
I just can't drive
Came
it.
from Ares just after you left. We've got another
Because I haven't done the lessons and the tests and stuff. So I could be driving around, but I don't. So now I have to get the train everywhere and shit.
What's so newsworthy about this?
Or just, like, piggyback off of someone else.
But they said
The Shrek movie, are you going to watch it? Probably. I mean, depends on when it comes out, to be fair. When's the Shrek movie come out?
What? Is that someone you know?
Yeah, we know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Next year in
Absurd,
December?
don't you think?
Maybe?
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it will be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence. Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
I'm tempted to sleep now. My question is, why did they tell us about movies that aren't even coming out this year?
This is a trial
To get you hyped
about
for
the
them.
serial disappearances case.
But I feel like maybe a year in advance, the hype would just fizzle down, surely.
Home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll install them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick though, unless we find more
That's a
evidence.
terrible strat.
It'll be up to you.
Hey,
to
I didn't come up with it.
and hand the decisive evidence to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
Yes, you did. You went, okay, man.
To accompany you.
Yeah, as a streamer, I came up with the strat of releasing information about movies a year before they're intended to come out.
Might require our assistance.
Of course. That just makes complete logical sense.
With the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then let's make
That is
this for
unbeatable
Aaron.
logic there, Tijal.
Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you then. Now that Navia has set out for Aranias, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
I feel as if I would like to end the stream because I am tired and I want to sleep. It is only like 9 o'clock though. Oh, I don't know, man. Like, if I sleep now, I'm gonna wake up at like midnight and not be able to sleep again. I don't know, man. This is Stick Drifter in this, by the way, in case you guys weren't aware. I don't know. I also feel like an hour and 20 minutes is just not long enough for a stream. I feel like I owe you guys at least 2 hours. You know what I mean? Go sleep. I'll tell you what, if I do wake up at midnight or something, if I wake up then, I'll either do a Genshin stream or Wubo stream. I don't know, maybe Wubo. I don't know. Oh, I'm actually caring. I know, this is a weird occurrence. This is a very weird occurrence. Why do you care now, Sajal? What's happened to you? Oh, that's a nice view. Why do you genuinely care about my well-being? Wasn't there another stream where you were like begging me to like stop streaming and go to sleep because I was streaming for like 5 hours? I don't know. God. The violin in this music, by the way, is going crazy. Yeah, usually you'd just be selfish and be like, stream! Keep streaming. I say usually. About a year ago you would have been... Have you matured that much in a year? Yes. Are we sure about that, though? To shout knowledge. We need to make that a staple of the channel. Dude, if mods could make merch, that would be your catchphrase. Like, you could put that on a t-shirt. Just to shout knowledge. Can you imagine for like merch? I put on catchphrases of my mods. Yeah, I was gonna say like for my own merch, just have like catchphrases and be like Tajal knowledge and then Tajal 2025. Oh, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. You guys come up with some funny shit as well, so that would be cool. But I don't really have. I'm still waiting for a cow-made body pillow. Never in a million years is that happening. It's never happening. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't even have a catchphrase really, except for like my outro, I guess, which is now a thing. But like, I don't have a thing. I can't be bothered. No, that's not a catchphrase. That's just me not being bothered to do things. I don't say that much. I don't. That's not a catchphrase. A catchphrase has to be something I say, like, often. I don't say that often. It is? No, it can't be. Like, when's the last time I said I can't be bothered? Like, genuinely. I know I didn't say it in the last couple streams, so, like... What instrument is that? Is that guitar? Is that a harp? I can't tell. I think it's guitar. Today? No, okay, right. I mean before this stream. Last Wuro stream? Did I? $100 streams ago? Okay, I see, right. Or some Wuro stream, but still. Yeah, but it's like, I don't feel like it's said often enough for it to become a catchphrase. And also it's a very shit catchphrase. Like, I can't be bothered, it's just such a shit catchphrase. How is that my slogan? Actually, I did say it today, didn't I? Because I said it about the MCOC stream. I said I was going to stream MCOC stream, but I was going to stream MCOC, but I couldn't be bothered. Basically. Yeah, I did say that today. But again, it's not a catchphrase. I don't think. Like, it's not a slogan. It is. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't say it that often on stream. If it's something I said every single stream, then maybe, but I don't say every single stream, do I? You're gonna make me self-conscious now.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons.
You're gonna... Because when I say it, I'm gonna be, oh shit, I said it again.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Right, well... It's okay, you can't... I have nothing to say, except I'm gonna end the stream and go to sleep. Maybe it's Tajal has drained my energy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've made me really tired. Ever thought about that? But yeah. If I wow. Maybe it's true though. If I do wake up in a couple of hours or whatever, I will probably stream again because I'll be bored. I won't have anything to do. If not, then I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow. I'll try and stream tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the stream, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Alright, bye bye.